Good morning. I did this post recently to argue about minimum wage and how an employer should be paying living wage.
If you can find a way for her to live on less than the minimum that I've described, just be helpful.
If you're an employer and you are a person of integrity, you must pay full-time workers a living wage. I would like to read some of the comments, some of the arguments that I got. There might be some swear words in it, so warning. And some of them, unfortunately, are quite mean. I wish I could show this to my boss without showing him. From a Chinese to a commie, how rich? I'm not Chinese, I'm Canadian, and I was born in Malaysia. Keep the government out of private business. The government is 33 trillion in debt and want us to trust them. Ha ha ha. That's that. Tell me you've never created a job without telling me you've never created a job. Actually, I have created many jobs. If your skill set is barely able to tie shoes, you'll be paid as someone barely able to tie shoes. Nobody is guaranteed a living wage. If you can't afford to live on the wages from the employer, then find another job. There's always someone else to fill your shoes after you leave. Strive and work towards a better paying job. Logical. Employment is a voluntary association. If you don't like the wage, do something else. Make sense? That's communist victim mentality. People earn what they are worth. If they are worth more but don't seek better opportunity, that's their problem, not the employer. Then do better. Accepting minimum wage job is on you. You should want better. It's not the employer's responsibility. We have choices. All these arguments are very logical. And the striking thing to me is how we've been indoctrinated by corporate culture. Because I know for a fact that the majority of the people making these posts are employees. And I bet you they're in debt and they can use a better pay. Some of the comments are from small business owners. And I can feel their frustration in their posts. I've been a small business owner myself. I understand. I understand that it is more complicated than that. But humanity has to be the greatest cause. Here's my video. I've gotten so many hateful comments with this post on one of the platforms, and I'm amazed at how the ego mind can warp simple truths. I want to share this situation with you. It's a real situation and it was featured on CBC, a local news here. There's a single father supporting his son who's going to a local university. The father is a full-time truck driver for one of the big delivery companies here. He's willfully employed and his son is a full-time student. They have been homeless for many months and have been relying on the kindness of others for shelter. With the full-time wage that he's getting, he's unable to even rent a basement suite here. So according to many of the arguments I've been getting, that's his problem. It's his choice. If he doesn't want to work, he should just quit and leave. Or another statement is, upgrade his skill. If he had better skills, then he would deserve a living wage. And again, if he doesn't like it, he could just leave. But we still need delivery drivers, don't we? When corporations are making big profits and their executives are getting paid millions, all employees must be paid a living wage. When they don't, individuals become a drain on our system. Social welfare costs us money. And if individuals resort to other means of getting money that are not legal, then it becomes a drain on our criminal system too. Do you understand? This is the context of it. I'm not an economist, but I can see that truth. I've had small businesses before, and I understand the difficulty of being afloat. Just like how in your small business, staying in the black, staying in the positive is the only way you survive. As a human being, it's the same thing. We need to stop thinking of making as much money as possible in spite of others. I'm not saying don't make money. I'm not a communist or a socialist. What I'm saying is humanity is much more important than profits. But the issue is the ego cannot see that.